Okay. We are still discussing EMA. So we are going to do the combined version this time, okay? The combined version. One, for a buy setup, you look for where you have what? A crossover, where your EMA 21 crosses above your EMA 50. Here you have a crossover. Like I stated in the previous videos, I'm going to just repeat a few of them. Keep your vertical line on standby. So once you notice the crossover, as in using tools as explained as earlier, buy entry on the break of the high of the candle of interest. This crossover, this bearish candle is our candle of interest. So we are not going to just buy on the open of the next candle. We are going to buy once the next candle breaks the high of this candle of interest. So our entry will be here, okay? Our stop loss will be where? Stop loss at the closest demand zone or area. This is the closest what? Demand zone. Okay? Now you've gotten the closest demand zone. What do you say we should do next? Once you've gotten the closest demand zone, he said you should do what? You should go what? Go down 15 pips. So this lowest wick, you go down additional 15 pips. So this is what we are expected to do. For buys, our entry will be here on the break of the high. Stop loss, not here, not here, but down additional 15 pips. So look at this point here. This is 238. Okay, 238. You do plus 15. Okay, to make it easier, because this can be tricky for some persons who are not confident with it. Look at this very well. This is 238.7. So this last 7 here is the pipette. The pip starts counting from here. So it will be 238. Okay. So what you're going to do is you do plus 15, which is 238 plus this 15 here. Or to be on the safe side so we don't make mistake, this is what I'm going to suggest. Put a line here. This is the easier one. Let's not go mass. I like it being simple. Put a line here. Put your cursor on that line. Hold your shift button on your keyboard. Press it down. Then scroll down. You see how I'm controlling it now? Immediately press it down and click. It will bring out this what? This measurement bar. So you see, going up will show you how many pips up, which is, look at it, 325.3. I'll repeat the process once more. What you do is this. You hold your shift button, click this golden horizontal line, and take your hand away from the shift button. You will see this measurement bar. Now you look at it, 26.7. You see how it's changing, 15.17, 16 point. You just go to 15. This is without the mass method. Okay, 15. So 15 will be somewhere around here. That means your stop loss will be down somewhere around here. Okay, you hold your shift button, 15, accurate, somewhere around there. Then you have to make this, what's the next thing? Only trade stop loss at 1:1. You put this at what? 1R, which is this. So you can only move stop loss when price has come to what? This spot. Okay, so this is our entry. In fact, let me adjust this so that it will tally with what it was before. Good, good. So this is our entry here. Your stop loss will be down, which we've already done. Now I say only trail at one, so you can only do what? Move your stop loss once price, only when price has come to what? This spot here, which is here. So at this spot, you can trail your stop loss to what? You put it above your entry, okay? Then you can do what? What do you say here? Optional. You can close 80% of the open position. You can close 80, you can close 50, is your choice. With stop loss above the entry price. So this is the entry price. Stop loss will be slightly above it so that it will cover for commission. But since you've already closed 80%, you can put stop loss at the entry spot here. It doesn't matter because you've already closed a reasonable chunk. Okay, so even if you put your stop loss at the entry, it won't reduce or take anything from you. You're already in a profit or in a green zone. Okay, so at this spot, this is only when you can start trailing and taking away something. At this spot 1R, this is for what? The buyers section. Now, you will not close the trade. You can only close this trade. Now, don't touch anything again. Just keep observing it. Don't touch anything. Don't even trail the stop loss again. Wherever it is, just leave it at this spot. All you got to do now is just keep observing until you meet your what? The next crossover. Why did I say you should not trail your stop loss? Watch this. If you had trailed your stop loss using the supply and demand here, what do you think happened here? You'd have been taken out. Look at the huge chunk of food waiting for you that you'd have left on the table. So what you got to do is just leave it until you meet what? The next crossover. Now this is the next crossover. Again, you keep your vertical line handy. Okay, this is the next crossover. So your stop loss will be on the break of this low here. So this is where you actually do what? Be out. This is where you'll be out. Now, this is the combined version, like I said. Whilst you're going out here from your buys, you're entering for your what? Sells. You're going out from your buys, you're entering for your what? Sells. Now, for the sales, what do? We'll repeat our process once more. Okay, now for the sales, let me keep this here. This is where you do again. This is what my interest is now. It's the same process, but in reverse. For the sales now, your entry will be on the break of the low of this candle. Okay, you take your sell markup here. Stop loss will be what? The closest supply zone. Use it to buy into on the break of the low of the candle. Yes. 1. When the EMA 21 crosses below the EMA 50, done. It has crossed below. Using the tools as explained, using this vertical line to know our candle of interest. Okay, our sell will be on the break of the low of the candle of interest. This is for sell. For buy is the break of the high. For sell is the break of the low, because price is coming down. You only trail a stop loss at the closest what? At the closest supply zone. Okay, this is supply zone. At the closest supply zone, not demand. Okay, closest supply zone. Good. What next? So this is the closest supply zone. Again, let's repeat the process once more. here, you press down your shift button, you go up 15 pips. This is 15. You move this. 15 is what? Let me do this again. You press your shift button. Once you press down your shift button, together you left click the mouse, you go up 15 pips, shift button plus left clicking of your mouse, then you can take your hand off the shift button and you can release. You don't even need to hold the left button of your mouse, just click. But when you want to initiate it, let me repeat it, when you want to initiate it, you got to put your cursor using this crosshair at the spot, your reference spot. You hold down your shift button, you click it, then you go up 15 pips, which is here is 1.22998. You double click this, stop will be 1.22 what? 998. This is it. Now 1 hour, what is the next step? So we have done this one, check. Using the tools as explained, candle of interest, break of low, check. Stop loss, closest supply zone. What did I do? Hold on please. This is demand, okay, and this is supply. Yep. Okay. Stop loss at the closest supply zone. Supply zone. Okay, okay. I know why it didn't change. I didn't click the supply zone here. Yep. This is demand. Okay, got it now. Stop loss at the closest supply zone plus 15 pips. Check. Done. Only trail at 1 hour. Okay, that is the next stage. So 1 hour. Okay, this is 1 hour. 128.3, or a simple way you can do it is just, this is your entry price, this is your stop loss. Copy this, come here, paste it in your profit. That will give you 1 hour straight. If so, let what is in your stop loss show here for your tick for your profit level. So what we are looking at is this. You can only move excuse me, you can only move if price has come to your 1 hour. Okay, so in spite of all these things happening here, you're still what? At your original price. In spite of everything going on, you're still at your original price. Okay, so what do we do? Once you get to 1 hour here, that is when you move your stop loss. How do you move your stop loss? Now let's use our checklist. We've done this, we've done this, we've done this. Only trade at 1 hour. Now we're at 1 hour here. Okay, you can close 80 or 50%. Stop loss below the entry price. This is our entry price. Stop loss below. You can leave it at the entry. So far as you close 80%, even if you leave it here, it doesn't matter. But you can only close the trade. You can only close the trade once what happens if you notice the next crossover. Here, there was a what? Fake crossover. Fake crossover. In this situation, if you notice this crossover and you close it, no problem. No one is going to blame you if you close it once you notice this. But if you close your trade here, once you notice this fake crossover, quickly, if it starts separating again, quickly you can enter another cell, then repeat this whole process again. Capish? Okay, so what do you do next? Simple. What you do next is you keep doing what? Following it until this is where you close the trade. But don't forget you've already closed something here, which is why I advise you close at least a reasonable chunk, at least 50 and above. It's your choice, it's optional, it's based on preference. Then once price comes back here, you know that it's still what? Even if you close anything here, it's the volume, your large volume has been closed here already. So that is how you use it for demand and supply using the EMA technique from who? Phoenix Unique. Keeping things short, simple, and sweet. That is all for now. Okay, you can get. I'm going to copy this and put in the description in case you need it to assist you. Okay, don't forget this from Phoenix Unique. Bye for now. If you have questions, feel free to ask. Um, like, subscribe, and hit the notif button.